God gives us all gifts, but He is more generous with some. Durell Tuberville got more than his share. He's been a football player, a rodeo star, a chaplain, a pastor, an inspirational speaker. But his greatest gift is this one.
So I just wanted to come by and meet you and bless you.
He's here at the Shumpert Cancer Treatment Center a lot.
Amen. That's right. And you, I received that.
Grabbing hands.
I'm praying it up.
I'm going to pray on you again.
Hugging nurses.
Hug.
Love it, love it, love it.
Praying for sick people with cancer.
Thank you for the opportunity to share our stories and our lives together.
You see, Durell knows what it's like to have cancer.
When the doctor left out at MD Anderson and told us that we had stage 4 cancer in 20 to 24 months, Susan and I were devastated immediately, and we just looked at one another and didn't know what to do, so we just sort of sat there and cried and held one another. And the next morning we sat on the porch with our coffee, and I said, I'm not going to prepare myself to die. If I've got 20 to 24 months to live, then you and I have to decide how we're going to live it.
Durell decided he was not going to focus on his own problems, but instead he was going to reach out to others.
You don't look sick.
Yes, I'm not. I just have cancer.
To love them.
All right, thanks for letting me visit with you.
Sure.
All right, y'all have a blessed day.
To serve them.
Call me
Well,
if you just
know.
want somebody to call me.
Oh, thank you so much.
To encourage them just the way he had been. He calls it living the miracle.
There are miracles every day, but when we stop to recognize them, catalog them, then we can begin to see what God's doing in our life, the miracles that are all around us.
There was the rose bed the Tubervilles had planned to move.
And we came home and it was moved.
There was the friend that just showed up.
Mark, and he shows up at the house in his convertible Corvette and walks up to the door and opens the door broad and says, "Come take a ride with me." You know, how our boys dropped what they were doing to come help their mom when Dad was incapacitated. You know, they took time off of work.
There was the cold winter afternoon when the helicopter came.
And they began to circle the house. And when they all got circled, the helicopter came around and it came right up the driveway and it stopped and it gives a salute, which means it dips, and then it pulls away hard to the left. And at that time, man, I began to cry. There was nothing I could do but cry. And they prayed for over 2 hours, one by one, all the way around the house. And all I could do was just walk around and cry.
Almost 100 people circled his house and prayed for 2 hours. It's that kind of encouragement that Durell wants to share with others. The little things that people do when you're hurting. He wrote them all down in his book.
And we gave him the book, and big tears rolled down his cheeks, you know. And,
so that others will find their miracles.
And begin to live your miracle. Begin to live your life. Not be a victim, but live your life and allow the miracles and start recognizing them and writing them down, recognizing the miracles that are taking place in your life. And to have the opportunity to say, okay, Lord, it don't matter if it's 20 minutes, 20 hours, 20 days, 20 weeks, 20 years, I'm going to serve you with all I've got.